y'all, it's Denise, and I am in my studio on Friday morning, and I'm working on my journal. I'm actually working on a project, my path number 1 with the Nicholas Wilton CVP Creative Visionary Program. This is our one of our first projects for the program was to create an inspiration board. And I'm going to show you how I take, that's just to open me up to going back to a practice that I've done in the past, and that's creating an inspiration book. And my inspiration book typically is pages with colors that inspire me. So I'm going to share that with you. I'm still working on my book. I have some pages I'm going to add in today, but I'm really inspired by colors. On this first page, I have things like a dappled horse, which has always been a color that I've loved, is a dappled gray horse. And it's not so much the objects that I've put in here that are gray. It's that I find in my paintings, when I go back around and use a light gray, I actually start building up on a darker gray to a medium gray to a lighter gray. It helps calm down all the colors that I might be using within my piece. It calms down the brighter colors that I bring in. So this is a page I'm still working on. This is grays. Here's a page of things that inspire me in oranges and a color combination that I like with orange, which is a more of a limey green and a aqua along with the orange. And within that, I throw in things I love, like this piece right here, an aqua vase with lime green stems and tangerines, orange tangerines in a bowl, really inspire me. Of course, you got to have some Chuck Taylors, and I actually have these Chuck Taylors in low top and high top. And in this, I'm really liking the more corally pinky colors along with the orange and a little bit of denim. So that's what's inspiring me for this page. And this book, this is a mixed media, Canson Mixed Media book that I'm using, that I started on. These are really great for creating journals with. And what I actually use this book for is when I'm jelly printing, I clean off my brayer on these pages. And depending on what I'm jelly printing, this is where I clean my brayer off. And it creates great starts for my book. So I'll come back to this page, but I've got starts going. This is Pieces of Nature, and it's more in coral and lime green, and I've just laid down papers and painted around in those colors. This one I'm not completely wild about. These are very traditional colors, red and green, and this was a Payne's gray that I whited down and dulled out a little bit. But this might be a little bit dull for me. And then I noticed over here, the little clip that I had with that lime green, I kind of liked that. So I can come back for my colors. And remember, this is just inspiration that I'm working on here. And I can maybe, let me find a white spot where I can maybe add in a chunk, and I'm just using my woody for this, add a chunk of color to brighten this up and make it be a little bit different. So I like that a lot. I can add it in over here. And to me, that just takes that traditional color palette and brightens it up a bit. And now when I come back to use these pages as a reference, I've got that color added into it and just brightened it up and made it a little bit more lively for me. Same with this page. I love, love, love turquoise. But Anne orange works so beautiful with turquoise. So maybe I'll just add a touch of orange in here for a pop of color. The lime green also looks great with the turquoise. So maybe I'll add that in as a color reference that I might enjoy. Let's add it over in here too with the orange. And then of course, because those are woodies, I can always come back with my, with a damp brush and just blend those in a little bit. And I like the way that orange and green kind of just pop up these colors a bit. So, and I have more pages planned. Here's one. I love this color combination with the black. I have, let's see what else I've got. Sometimes it works out pretty cool. I did a cutout for something else and it lays out really nicely on that piece of paper that was just my brayer rolled off. Here's a really pastel layout that I plan on putting together today. And, you know, I just go through, like many of us do, and cut out, you know, pages that I might find in a magazine that really inspire me. This one is going to be more natural, more organic elements, but with that pop of pink in there, it's going to be really nice. So I'll work on that one later today. And for right now, I think there's a page I'm going to work on. Now, this is my brayer rolled off. Let me put something in so I don't let that other page dry up. And I'm just using my Varathane as my medium. And I've got a few things laid out here. I really love this color combination. I've always loved red and green. I don't love that when you use red and green, it really kind of gives more of a holiday Christmassy feel. So it depends on the red and green that you're using. And here I'm using more of a lime green and an orange red. We're going to call this Flame. And I just add these right in over the brayered off pieces. And I can come back and play with this later and add more to it. But these are really great inspiration colors. I would totally use these in a painting. And I might even add a little bit of aqua to it just to kind of throw it off a bit. On this side, I just took paint and brushed it on that was in the color palette that I wanted. And I'm just going to lay that one down. All elements that I like. Let's get rid of that. Don't need that little piece. You know, as with all collage, you kind of got to go back and make sure things lay down smoothly. Because this is not a piece of artwork, I'm not too concerned with it. I also like the way that black and white can play into this. This is a really pretty paper. This was a wallpaper that was all black and white with birds and butterflies added in it. And let's see what else I have. Oh, there's my green that I'm loving. Let's put that right there. So I've got, you know, this is a great color inspiration for me when I don't know, don't have anything else that I'm working on and I want to start a new series or I want to start just a new painting. I've got these colors laid out for me. Now, what I always love is a touch of black and white. I mean, that really crisps it up. And this is just a napkin. So when I put that down, it's a 3-ply napkin that I'm just using the 1 ply. You can see the colors coming through. It becomes transparent. Here's another one. I'm going to add this over here. Oh, wait. You know what? I think I have... Let me add a stripe over here. And I can just gently lay that down. Maybe these little polka dots are going to continue up here. Even though it's an inspiration book and I'm just more concerned with the colors, I still like to get my layout kind of nice. A nice layout happening. And so now there I've got a red, lime green, red, orange, and black and white composition inspiration going. And when this is dry, I'll come back and I'll finish that off. I still like to add my little marks in there. It's a good place to go and add marks that you like to use, so you can kind of remember those. You know, I like to use circles. I use my Stabilo pencil for this. So that's what I'm working on in my studio, is just creating some inspiration pages that I can be inspired by. So hopefully that's something that you might want to do. It keeps it nice and neat in a book. And when you're sitting at your desk, sitting at your palette, and you're flipping through, you can get inspired just by pieces that you already know work for you. So that's what I've got for you. Number 3, creativity. And have a great weekend. And I hope you get a chance to work on your own inspirations. Bye. Hey, and don't forget, thumbs up. Subscribe. I've always got little tidbits like this, little pieces of information to share with you that might help your art practice grow and move forward. So any questions, comments, leave them down below. That'd be really great. And I'll see you soon. Thanks. Bye.